Welcome to High Infidelity, the best cheating videos on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's get into the video.
Found out that the 9-year-old I've been raising is not my son. So, I've been married to my wife, who is 34 years old and I am 35, for 17 years. We were high school sweethearts, and we were married 7 months before he was born, as soon as we found out she was expecting a child. Since the beginning of our relationship, we have always had and liked it, with just a few brief pauses. I can honestly say that we have had a really good life together so far, and there is no reason to believe otherwise. Then, yesterday, my life came crashing down around me. The boy's health had lately been a source of concern. So we brought him to the doctor, who discovered that he had a hereditary condition that had to be present in both parents. We were both tested, but only she came back positive. I didn't test positive at all. And it was at that point that she revealed that the boy's father was not me. I'm at a loss on what to do at the moment. I have no idea how to digest this. We went through college together, with very few troubles. We had, or so I believed, a nice life together. We had comparable work schedules, and I have never sensed anything was wrong with my back until today. Despite this is not my son. According to what she has told me, he is the kid of one of her coworkers from a previous employment. She told me she had been over heels in love with this man for almost a month, and they had a couple of times before calling it quits because she loved me so much. And during this month, I had absolutely no reason to suspect anything and was content with my lovely existence. I can't put my faith in her anymore. I can't even look her in the eyes because I'm so tired. When he appeared, I was certain that we had everything we want, and that we were well on our way to starting a family of our own. We were overjoyed. I was actually delighted. And now, I can't shake the feeling that I've been living a lie for 9 years. I recall asking jokingly that we take a parenting test. At the time, since I was still using condoms, and she just responded with the phrase, "Don't be foolish," in what was an expected response. Even though she might have freaked out or reacted defensively, she just needed to maintain her composure to make it go away. Although I was only half serious at the time, I now regret my actions more than ever. She was well aware that I was joking. She was a complete bee. I can't look at the kid the same way anymore, and it's gotten worse. No, he is not at blame, and I have adored that little bug since before he was even born. But I don't have that sensation right now. I have a strong sense that he is someone I raised, yet he is not my son. That link has been severed from me. Everything is better with him, with her, and with everything. As well as having an absolutely life-threatening ailment that may need a liver transplant, he will most likely want my assistance now more than ever. We have a large home, great automobiles, and a comfortable life, free of financial problems, but I have lost what is most important to me. I need assistance in dealing with this situation. I'm at a loss for what to do or who to talk with about this situation. I have to get this off my chest or I'll lose it. Everything is a tornado of emotions. Hatred and wrath are contagious. It's not good for you at all. We're still together, but I'm not sure whether we'll be able to make it. I can't stand the sight of her. I can't stand the sound of her voice. And I've begun to be chilly towards the youngster, which I'm finding really difficult to deal with. He is an astute youngster who is already aware that something is amiss. I'm sorry, but I can't help myself. She claims it occurred just that one time, that she was feeling adventurous, and that she simply wanted something different from the norm, but I don't believe her. This was more than just being taken advantage of. My life has turned into a lie, and I believe I have lost everything save for the useless things. She is not the lady I knew, he is not my son, and in the end, I am alone and without any biological children of my own. Is there anybody who's gone here and had a good experience? Because a divorce would be the end of all we have ever had. I do not want to go through with it, but on the other hand, I am beginning to doubt whatever it was that we truly had. What an amazing reaction from Reddit, I must say. I can't emphasize this enough. I will never, ever forsake the boy. I promise you that. I'm feeling a little disconnected from him, which I ascribe to the fact that this is brand new information. In any case, everything has to come to an end, and I am well aware of it. The marriage, on the other hand, is something else. No, I'm not trying to be a jerk by remaining. I'm attempting to come up with a solution that won't require us to toss away all we have, particularly because we both have children to care for. We can afford individual and couples treatment, but I will make every effort not to put him through a divorce at a time when he is most in need of us. Thank you very much for your help, Reddit. Because this discussion has become too large, it will be hard for me to respond to everyone. I have gotten a large number of private messages, and I am unable to respond to each and every one of them. Please don't get me wrong, I am really grateful to all of you for your assistance. First and foremost, we are going to attempt counseling for the first time. That is certain, and I believe it is the most prudent first step in attempting to resolve the situation. When it comes to my son, I am by what I wrote. I adore him, and it was most likely the shock that made me say that. I've said previously that I would not desert him, and that I will make every effort to make this work. Finally, it should be noted that this is merely a fictitious account. It was specifically designed for this particular discussion. A lot of people think I'm a troll. I am not. But given the circumstances, I would have come to the same conclusion, so the decision is entirely yours. But even if I were, I believe that constructive debates, such as this one, should be encouraged to take place more often. Another edit, also on the same day. Even though I've never watched or heard, for that matter, the film Chaos Theory, it's been discussed so many times that it's piqued my interest at story 2. My girlfriend shared something really intimate about me to my best friends that I introduced her to. So here's the deal. I'm a 24-year male, and I introduced my 25-year girlfriend of nearly 1 year to my set of best friends because she didn't have a strong friend circle. She has friends, but not a circle. Turns out, she's been complaining about me to one of the friends I introduced her to. I get it, sometimes people want to vent, and that is totally healthy. She needs an outlet too. I'm glad that she's got my friends to vent to. I don't want her feeling lonely, so I've been trying my best to integrate her with my friend circle. But she complained about one thing that is deeply personal to me. Some background. Since the last 2-3 weeks, I haven't been in a great place. I've had too much work on my plate. I've never been aroused for quite some time now. I know it's not ED, because I've been getting my morning erections. Maybe just a lack of hormones. Ike. On top of this, I have a terrible case of health and performance anxiety, where even the littlest of things can make me question my health. I once almost had a panic attack thinking that I had brain cancer because I could feel a pulse on the top of my head. My terrible anxiety just fuels my dislike for and even more. I've talked about this to my GF. I've told her I haven't been feeling great in the department, and I'll get it checked with the urologist in a few days, although I'm sure it's not medical, it's psychological, but it doesn't hurt to get it checked and let your doc tell you everything's fine to relieve your anxiety. I've also been working on it, trying to meditate, get my A off my chair and keep myself active to get the blood flowing. I've been trying NoFap too. I'm about a week in now. I can feel some of my sensations getting back to normal, but I don't want to jump in too early. Mind you, it's just been 3 weeks. We don't have a relationship. We've had some amazing before that. I only put off after I had to force myself to get erect, because I wasn't feeling it at all, a couple of times so that I could satisfy her. It just started to hurt me, and I didn't want to injure my penis. So I decided to take a break. But my GF goes on to complain about my lack of arousal, and that I think something's wrong with my balls, although nothing is. She still doesn't get my anxiety. To a friend that I introduced her to. She thinks I'm not attracted to her, and I'm doing this intentionally. As a person who suffers performance anxiety, I get why someone would hammer that own self-esteem, although it's not the same thing as anxiety. I can see why. I have tried my utmost best to assure her that it's not her fault. I've told her it's me, and I need to make some lifestyle changes to get back my hormones running. Been too stressed lately about academics and work, haven't been getting enough sleep or enough exercise. I've told her I need to change these. What makes it feel worse is she went on to complain to one of my best friends that I introduced her to. This just hurts my anxiety even further. On top of this, somehow the info got out. My friends do make light jokes here and there about this, but I get it. They think it's not serious. But many people don't get anxiety. But it just hurts at this point. What should I do? Should I just suck it up and try to get over it? Or confront my GF? Or tell my friends that this is not a joke because this actually bothers me?